Hello, this is SC the Rich Woman. I'm finna go to my storage unit, so I decided I'd make a video while I'm driving. But my last video, beware of small storefront businesses. I was intending to put this in that video, but I forgot. You know, my mind. So, and sometimes I think certain things are meant to be put in a separate video anyway. But and I was talking about small businesses that, you know, I think I had a dream, and plus Celestial's dream, that they're going to be putting up small businesses just to in her dream in Nigeria and some other African countries, they will be putting up small storefront clothing stores for women clothing stores, just to rape women. And then in my dream, I had where it was this restaurant business, and I went there to the restaurant and ate, and then I was taken against my will later on, and they accused me of damaging something in the restroom and tried to scam $400 and some out of me. And the people that were doing it, I called them the Mexicans. So, you know, and as I was thinking about that after I made the video, I was like, well, a lot of them are coming over here and across the border. You know, they're letting a lot of Mexicans and South American people over here into the United States territory. Also, too, when I was watching Celestial, one of her videos, she said that there would be no more countries like United States, Canada, that the whole South America and the whole North America would be one. And I forgot, she said what they're going to call it, but they're going to have a name for it. So we won't be able to say I'm American, you know, from the United States, or we're not going to have our own flags anymore. No country will have their own flag. So this whole landmass will be called one name. It will be one, and it will have one flag. And so when you think about that, in the dream that I told you about, how I called the people the Mexicans, and how they were scamming the customers that came to their restaurant. And every time a customer went to the restroom, they saw an opportunity to scam someone by saying that they damaged something in the restroom. So I said, oh, when I started thinking about that, I'm like, okay, yeah, this whole area will be one. So I'm sure that, you know, people will be able to come and go as they please on the whole. I don't know. It's so confusing to me, really, to be honest with you, because some of the prophecies, I know they said that they're going to destroy the United States, and I'm like, and the wall that was put up by Trump is really going to trap us in here when Russia and China and the other countries come to destroy this country. But then, I don't know. It's confusing sometimes, but I know that a lot of other races are coming over into the United States, and they have basically the border just basically wide open. They flying them in. I did hear that. They flying them in. And they have came so many, of course you've seen it, they said in New York, they have so many of them that have came in the United States, and that they have gotten gangs and stuff started in, what state was that? Colorado. So they're here, and so what I saw was basically us being bullied out of our money through a storefront business. So it made me also want to talk about not just small businesses that is going to con us, but also big businesses that have already conned us, and I'm sure probably will keep doing it too. Um, so when the corona hit, I'm sure some of you guys probably heard about this, but when the so-called corona hit, um, there's the company Square. Square is for business, mostly small business, for you to do credit card transactions and stuff like that. So I had Square until I found out what they did, and I took that off my app. But I have PayPal, which when somebody buys something from me and they want to use their credit card, then I have a device where I can swipe their credit card, they can tap it or whatever, and the money will come, transfer into my account with PayPal. So I had that with Square until I found out that right after the corona, Square held people's money for 4 months. They held business people's money for 4 months. This shouldn't have even been legal to do. And they said something about they gave some stupid excuse about, you know how they are, fraudulent, we need to investigate this or whatever. And so so many people's money was held, thousands of dollars were held. People needed that money, but obviously, the corona and things were shut down. People needed their money, but Square held on to their money for 4 months. And then Square turned around and started giving loans. So in my opinion, what I think is Square used those people's money that they were holding to give out loans. Because when you think about what Square is a transaction company where they, credit cards and stuff like that, debit cards. So now you got businesses that are closed. They're closed. And the only thing that was open around those times was like Walmart, Target, grocery stores. But like small businesses were closed. So then that would make you see that Square is not going to be making much money. Not hardly any money with all these businesses being closed. So Square, what they did was they gave them some stupid excuse, and they held on to their money for 4 months, turned around and started giving loans to other people so they can continue to make money. So when I found out Square did that, I said I don't want to use this app no more, because that was the main app I was using. Even though I had that PayPal one, I really wasn't using that one. But when I found out they did that, I took that app off my phone. I haven't deleted it, my account and everything, but I took the app off my phone. And I just solely use the PayPal when it comes to transactions and stuff. But that's a big business. That's, in my opinion, what I believe is they scam people during that corona. So then another one is Hertz. I would not rent a car from Hertz after I heard this. People were renting cars from Hertz, and sometimes they would rent cars for, a long period of time. I think it was mostly happening to the people that was renting for a long period of time. One man, it was a black man, he had rent a vehicle from them, and it was for a while. I think a whole month or something like that. Anyway, Hertz were contacting the police department and telling them that the cars were stolen, that they were not being returned. So now here comes the police. When they come in contact with your car, the rental car that you're driving, this alert goes off, and now they got guns pointing them at you and pointing them at your family and everything, and you wondering what is going on. And they had did so many people like this. So um, the people are trying to talk to the police and tell them that they rented this car, that they have the agreement and everything, going into the glove compartment, getting the agreement, showing the police that the car is rented. There is not stolen. So also, and when that happened, somehow the people that happened to, a lot of money came out of their accounts, like $5,000. A lump sum of money came out of their accounts that went to Hertz over behind this. So I can't tell you every single detail and how was the money taken out, for what, like exactly what did they use to take this money out of those customers' account. But thousands of dollars was taken out of their account behind this. And so this is what Hertz was doing. So when I found out, like, and then too, during this time, because I don't know if this was happening during the corona. I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to say. But during this time, I heard that Hertz car rental was hurting. Like, they were not doing good financially. They were like about to go out of business. And so then they started doing this. And so remember how I was talking about in my last video, how when these companies start suffering, they go after the customers, big and small. They will go after you to stay afloat, whether they got to scam you or whatever. They will go after their very own customers to stay afloat. And so that's what I saw when about Square and about Hertz. So I said to myself, mental note, I would never rent a car from Hertz. But I do want to tell you that when I rent cars, I rent them from Turo. Last year when a drunk driver hit me and totaled my van, the insurance company gave me a SUV, which they didn't really want to give it to me, but they gave me an SUV for 5 days from Enterprise. Now, when I got that vehicle, it was something that vehicle wasn't exactly right. And I noticed a few things about it, but it was drivable. I wasn't going nowhere for anything like that. But when I brought it back to the rent-a-car company, they asked me what, was anything wrong with it and all this stuff. I just told them no. But then when I left, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to tell them what it was doing. I forgot. I'm like, oh well. So, when I was there, what I was seeing is they wash these cars and they send them right back out to the next customer. I have heard so many customers saying that I just left the rent-a-car company and I got a flat. I just left the rent-a-car company and this and that happened. They do not, in my opinion, what I believe, they do not be doing a inspection of that car every time that car comes back to the rent-a-car company. They wash that car and they send it out on the next customer. And then they ask you, the customer, when you bring the car back, was anything wrong with it? Did you notice anything? And if you say no, that car is going back out. It's going to get washed and go back out to the next customer. So they're using you to determine if the car is okay, is it driving fine, instead of doing a inspection of the car before they send the car out to the next customer. So I found that renting through Turo was the best I have ever seen. First of all, you rent through an app, you get to you see what kind of car it is. You don't have no surprises, because sometimes you get to the rent-a-car company, you didn't pick the car and they bringing you something else. So you have no surprises. The car that you see in the pictures is the car that you get. And then you pay for it ahead of time in the app, and it's from individual people like me and you that maybe have an extra car, or maybe it's their own car and they don't need it for whatever reason, and they put it on Turo and you rent the car from them. I have noticed that doing Turo, renting cars from Turo, that the car is in much better condition than renting it from the car dealership, because that person only have that one car to take care of, or maybe they have two cars to take care of, but it's that only one. And they can make sure the oil changes are done, they can make sure the tires are good, the car is clean and in good condition, and I have no problems when I rent from Turo. But these car dealerships, so I just want to tell you about that, because I meant to put that in the last video about the big businesses that scams too, and also to tell you about Hertz and give you another alternative to renting cars that can help people like me and you, that has a car and they want to rent it out and make some money. Both of the cars, I only rent 2 cars during that time, and it was from the same 2 people, and both of the cars was in very good condition. I had no problems with the cars, no issues at all, and I found the process a lot better than going to these car dealerships. And so you're supposed to pick up the car, but sometimes the people will work with you. If you don't have a way to pick up the car, they could bring it to you or meet you somewhere, because they're trying to make money. So yeah, that's all I have to say, because I got to get out of here, and I'm supposed to be getting a pedicure, and I told them people 5:30, and I know I'm going to be late. I am not going to be there at no 5:30. I'm going to have to contact them and tell them about 5:45. I ain't had a pedicure in so long. All the polish and chipped off my feet, my toes. I don't get that gel stuff. That gel stuff ain't, well, I don't know if the gel stuff ain't good for you, but that thing that you put your feet in, when you put that gel polish, you put your feet in this thing that is dome-like. You put your feet in that thing. They said that thing is so toxic. So very toxic. Like, it's like, they say, like, it shortens your lifespan or something like that. I don't want to get the words wrong, but from what I heard, it is extremely not good for humans. And so when I found that out, I hadn't used that thing that much. I said, okay, and I said, I'm not using that no more. I contacted my mother, told her, do not put that gel on your toes. No more gel. I told her about what I found out about that thing that you put, because that's usually when they use it, when you're getting that gel polish. So I said, no, don't get that. So she hasn't been getting it. She obeyed. She listened to me on that one. When your parents get a certain age, they turn back into a child. They really do. And so they're not aware of what's going on. What's the things that's going on out there in the world. My mama sit up and watch reruns. She watched a lot of Joel Osteen too. I've been trying to work on that one. But she sit up and watch reruns. What are you learning watching reruns? What's Happening, Jeffersons, Gunsmoke, Rifleman, that's what she watch all the time, and she's not getting any knowledge or anything. I don't know why people do this. Why do people block the middle aisle like they're some king or queen or something? It would make sense if you in a area, park over closer to the wall so people can get by in the middle. But I don't know why people do this. Like, that figures. I ain't gonna say what I'm thinking, because I'll be in trouble. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So when older people, when you get a certain age, and it's not really don't have anything to do with age either, but it's some people that just sit up and watch reruns all day. You're not getting any knowledge, nothing in your head. So I know when I learn something, I try to contact my mother and tell her, what I have learned. Don't do this, don't do that, So she listened to me when it came to that thing, and she stopped getting that gel polish. So she stopped putting her feet and her hands in that dome thing. So she listened to me on that one. I was glad. And because I went with her the last time and got my pedicure, and so I asked was she getting that thing, and they said no, she don't get that no more. She get regular polish. I said okay. And so when I thought about that gel polish and how long it stays on your nails, I said this can't be healthy. This can't be good. You know, that's what I was thinking. But later on, come to find out that that thing that dries it is what is not good for you. So that's a bit of information. You can take it or leave it, but I use regular polish, so you know they say the way to make regular polish stay a long time on your feet is to clear coat it every other day. Put some clear polish on it every other day, and it will last a long time. I done gained so much weight. I can't, you know, I ain't finna be doing all that. I'm not finna be reaching down there like that and huffling and scuffling, and so when it goes out, it just goes out. Anyway, let me get out of here and get ready. I'm sure it's something else I forgot to say too, but I'm gonna have to call these people and tell them I think I'm gonna be later than 5:45 though. I might as well just say 6 o'clock. Yeah, I want to do my laundry at 7, so I think an hour is enough time for them to do my pedicure, so I can get to the laundromat and wash at 7 o'clock. All right, I'll talk to you guys another day. I hope y'all doing good, and yeah, I'll see y'all in another video. I want to talk about these creatures some more, you know, because I've been learning more things about them, and then there's some things I forgot to say in my other video about these creatures. These creatures is something else, and so yeah, so I wanted to talk about that some more. And someone suggested that I listen to this book, which I want to do that too. It's just so much. I tell you, so much I have to do, so little time. I wish that I was rich so I did not have to work, so then I have more time to do other things. One day, it's coming one day. All right, I'll talk to you guys in another video. Bye.